Hello, everybody. Welcome from South Carolina. So excited to be back with all my stamping friends this evening. Hope everyone is doing well. It is a nice hot summer down here in South Carolina, but we are loving every minute of it. Hope everybody is doing well up there up north. I think it's pretty hot up there too, if I'm not wrong about that. Come in and let me know how things are going up there, up north, on this warm summer Wednesday. So excited to have everybody back online together and having fun. So give me a message or a comment if you can hear me clearly and things are coming through all right. That would be wonderful help. I am trying to go online on both my Facebook group and my YouTube channel. So it's a little tricky. So if you can let me know that you can hear me, that would be wonderful. Wonderful news. All right. Thanks, Deb. That's great. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started since I've been so excited waiting for this to get started. Hi, April. Hi, Cheryl, Deb. All my buddies are here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I hope everybody's doing well. Missing everybody terribly, but settling in down here in South Carolina. Hi, Rhonda and April. Got you already. Just going through my list. And settling in here so well and finding our place in our neighborhood and our community, and it's really exciting. A lot of new beginnings. So all is going well. I don't quite have everything where I want it here, and I haven't had time to pull out my sewing machine yet, but I have got my crafty juices going again. So Mary, hi Mary. Mary's here. I love it here. It's wonderful. We're having a great time transitioning. Our neighbors are great. All of them have pretty much moved in just recently as well, since it's a new development. And I'll put on some video with pictures of the house and video of the house and our neighborhood, and so you can get a better idea of what it's like. But it's, hi Mary Ruth, nice to see you. We have some new friends on here. Let's welcome Mary. So I'm really excited, but I will definitely give you some video to let you see how the house is, the design of the house, and then also my craft room as it's coming together here. All right, that's enough of that. All right, now before I left, I tried very hard to send everybody who had requested an annual catalog. Okay, if you still need one, I still have some. So if you want to comment in this video, catalog, please. I will touch base with you and make sure you get one. Okay, if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator and I can send you a catalog. And I see some of my teammates on here. I'm just really excited to reconnect with them. So I'm so glad we have the internet and all this great technology so we can feel like we're all together again. All right, now what we're going to be starting this evening is a series using the Fresh as a Daisy suite. Has anybody seen this one yet? Oh, love it. I know we've had daisies in the past. I know what you're saying. Barb, flowers. Not flowers again. We've had daisies before. I know. But wait until you see this suite. It's amazing. If you have your catalog, it's on 110 and 111. Okay, and this shows all the pieces of the suite. And let me put them up on the screen here so you can get a better look at them. Okay, you have... This is the bundle, okay? It is a photopolymer set. Cheerful Daisies is the stamp set, and the dies are called Cheerful Daisy dies. I like now that they are actually putting the same name on both the die set and the stamp set. So we actually know that they go together. How many of you love that too? I'm going to give that, watch this. I have some special sound effects here. Yes, a little applause for that. We're so glad that they give them the same name so we don't have any trouble finding them. Thanks, Jody. I'm glad to see you too. We are getting settled in here, a little exhausted, but it's coming together. I'm really, really happy how things have come together. Miles, I know you were all worried about Miles. Miles has settled in very, very well. He was a trooper. All right, then I wanted to show you the paper. Of course, the paper is amazing, isn't it always? And I love this paper because it looks like a painting. And you can see the brush strokes on many of the patterns with the flowers. And then there's a reverse side that's kind of like a weathered look with a coordinating color, or a little bit like a painted texture. But so pretty, and I'll show you much more of that as we go through. Now remember, I am going to do several projects using this. So I don't like to just use do one and then move on to the next. I want to show you how much you can get out of this great stamp bundle and stamp suite if you decide to purchase. And then of course, there are some amazing little, matte dots. I'm trying to remember the name of them, and I'm not doing very well as usual. Let's see. They are called the Adhesive Back Solid Gems, and they're really great. You'll see them on some of the cards that I make, and they, of course, go perfectly with the paper. So that is the main parts of the suite. So let's go ahead and get started with our project for this evening. Now remember, if you go onto my blog following this live stream, you will be able to download a PDF that has all of the information you need to make this project. Okay, I do a PDF for every single project, and it has pictures and the template, and it has all the products that I used and all the measurements. And you can download if that's something you like to do and keep that for you. This is a great one to keep because it is a real cute, quick and cute little treat you can make for a friend. Okay, so my blog is thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com, and you can go there and you can find all of my past projects as well. And if you want to, you can go to YouTube as well. I have the Wexford Stamper, and I have lots and lots and lots of videos on there. So check me out on both my blog and my YouTube channel. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. This is our project for this evening. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Isn't that just cute? And we're using some of the Pretty Daisy DSP, and the treat I found at the grocery store, and my new grocery store down here is Ingles, I-N-G-L-E-S. Hi, Bonnie. Yay. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you. I like doing them. Yep, I like making them because I'm a visual person. I really like having that paper there with all the measurements. But thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate it. And Bonnie's here. Great. But my new grocery store is called Ingles, and it's pretty cool. It's almost a Wegmans, a little better than Giant. It's kind of in the middle of those two. Well, we were cruising the aisles, and I found some of these Kit Kats churro flavor. Have any of you seen these? Are these around in Pennsylvania? Okay. I've tried them. Of course, I would never put anything in a video tutorial if I hadn't tasted it already to make sure it was good. And it's good. Okay, so tell me if they have these churro Kit Kats in Pennsylvania. And they fit perfectly in the little box. And now I have a magnetic closure on this, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Okay, this one has a magnet. If you don't have any magnets, you can use a little piece of Velcro, or you can tie a ribbon around the flap so that it stays down. But I've always liked to do the magnets because they're fun. All right, so this is our project we're going to be doing tonight. All right, let me go ahead and get out my card stock. Now this is a new in color. Okay. Oh, Walmart has them. Good, Anne, you're ready. Okay, this is one of the new, no, this isn't an in color. This is just a new subtle. This is called Bubble Bath. And I think it's a really great color because did any of you have used Mr. Bubbles when you were a kid? This is exactly the color of the bottle. It's exactly the color of the bottle. So this is a new color in the Subtles collection called Bubble Bath. And it's a little light just because of the light coming in here. I have the same setup as I had it on Wexford Lane, where I have the big window. And then I have, all right, they've got them in Indiana too. That's good to know, Faye. They're everywhere. Yes, we love our Kit Kats here as well. I have it set up with a big window that I'm sitting right under, and then I have the shears that I close. And boy, it's given me a lot of light down here in South Carolina. So it might be a little darker than it looks like on the video because it's bright here today. All right. Oh, good, they're in Niagara Falls too. All right, we're gonna all have to have a Kit Kat eating party for sure. All right, so I'm going to start with a piece of the Bubble Bath cardstock cut at 7 inches by 7 inches. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use my scoring tool for this, my scorer trimmer and scorer, but I use it a little differently because I was getting in the habit, not the habit, but in the bad, I guess a bad habit of sometimes using the cutting tool instead of the scoring tool, and then I'd have to start all over again. So what I do now is I use my bone folder and I just go right down the crease when I get to the right measurement. So let me show you. This is what we're going for with our template. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my scoring first. All right, let me get my numbers up here so I don't make a mistake. All right, so first I'm going to go to 1/2. You can use your scoring if you have it, but I really like to use this guy. Okay, you can still see them there. Okay, so 1/2, then I'm going to turn it this way. 3 1/4. 3 3/4. 6 1/2. Then we're going to turn it. Now both sides are the same length, so it really doesn't matter which you started on. Okay, so let's go ahead, and on the second side, you're going to start at 1/2 again. So let's do it this way. 1/2, and I'm going to turn it back this way. 4 1/2, and 5. And that is all of the scoring. Not a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to put that over here. See if you can see my score lines there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take my bone folder. I'm going to fold over all these score lines. Yes, we had a little bit of a hiccup moving in. We were set to move in the first week in June. Then there were some issues with the completion of the construction, so we had to move into a rental home for like 2 weeks. So that was a little tough having to kind of move twice, but the rental home was only about 5 or 6 miles from here, so that wasn't terrible. But it did make a little more work, so we were a little excited when we finally got settled into our forever home. So this is the place we're going to retire, and we're very, very excited about it. All right, so now I've gone ahead and I've done all my folding, and now I'm going to grab my paper snips, and here I'm going to lay the template right there so you can see what I'm going for here. This template will be on the PDF as well, because some people like the visual rather than hearing exactly how I cut it. So you want to start on either end because they're both the same, and we're going to cut up from the bottom on that first vertical score line and just cut out that tiny little square at the bottom. Then we're going to cut out this tiny square here and the top, the longer triangle. This is a real simple one. I've also done this one with little tabs that you have to fold in before you put the flap over, but you really don't need those. Let's keep it nice and simple, right, girls? All right, so now let's go ahead and go up here. The next two on the vertical, we're just going to go up to the first horizontal, and then we're gonna cut out a little wedge to make a cute little tab there for the bottom of the box, and same thing over here, tab. All right, so there's our bottom completely finished. Let's turn it this way, and now if you look here, we're just going to cut the remainder of that portion off. Okay, so we've cut here, so all we're going to leave left on this top area is this one flap. All this is going. That's what's so nice about this one. Quick and easy. All right, let's get that paper, extra paper away. So there we have it. That's how quickly that cuts out. All right, now let's go ahead and bring in our designer series paper. Okay, we have two pieces. Love this one. This one is with the mauve, the new mauve color called Moody Mauve. And it uses the Moody Mauve and it uses the Bubble Bath. So it's such a pretty colors together. Okay, and the back, this is a new in color. This is called, this is what I'm using tonight. Wild Wheat. Wild Wheat. Okay, and I'll tell you in a little bit what people think that wild wheat looks like. What do you guys think that color wild wheat looks like? All right, let's go ahead. And I'm going to bring in my corner rounder because I like how pretty the corners are when you round them. If you look at my box here, I rounded the corners of the box flap and the paper there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to round the corners. Okay, just the flap. That's all we need. And then you're going to take your paper for your flap, and you're going to round just one set of corners. Okay, because we're going to glue that on. All right, now we're going to go ahead and glue our box together. I know I usually put the paper on before, but since we're going to be using some magnets tonight, we're going to be putting the DSP on second. So I'm going to need two of these little tiny magnets. If you need the link for these little magnets, please comment me that you need, put in magnets, and I will send you the link when I finish with the broadcast this evening. But these I've used forever and ever, and I love them. They just give it such a professional look. It's just really, really nice. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the glue, and we're going to go ahead and assemble our box. All right, here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this lone tab out here. I'm going to fold it in first, and I'm going to put a little glue on there. All right, going to fold it around, lay it flat, and then just fold the other end over. And that's a great way of making sure you get a nice square box. All right, then I'm going to take the little bit of glue that I have on my finger here, and just glue, put a little glue on both of those tabs. Okay, put those down, put the back flap down, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the front flap. You always want to put the front flap last so you have the nice folded edge here across the front. That's only if you're like really, really picky about it and a little bit of a perfectionist, which isn't always good. But I always try to have that in the front like that just because it's a nicer finish. So that's it. The box is done. All right, but now we're going to go ahead and we are going to add the magnets. All right, so I'm going to grab my glue dots. And the reason we need to put these on before we put the paper on is because they're hidden under the paper. I know a lot of demonstrators do it with, just putting it on top, but I like them to be hidden. Then it's really a real wow for the recipient. So I'm going to put a glue dot, am I in the picture here? A glue dot on the back of one of my magnets. Come on. And then I'm going to place the magnet about an inch down from the top of the front of the box, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Now we can go ahead and put our paper on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the paper right on top, and that's going to go over our magnet. Okay, so a little bit of liquid glue. Use the adhesive of your choice. Usually with 3D items, the liquid glue is your best choice, but you do you. Okay, let me go ahead and go down a little bit so we get that bottom flap stuck. Just stick something in there. All right, so now we have the front done and the magnet is inside. You're right, April. You could actually put like a Kit Kat in and a gift card. That would be a great idea. Thanks. Thank you, April. All right, now here comes the trick. I'm going to put my Kit Kat in, just like that. I'm going to fold the flap over. I'm going to take my other magnet and just kind of put it on top of the flap, and it's going to find the magnet that I already put on there. Okay, so it just does it. Okay, they are very strong magnets. So now that magnet is lined up perfectly with the first magnet. And all I need to do now is put a little glue on the back of my DSP and press it down. And now you have an invisible closure using the magnets. Isn't that quick and easy? Isn't that cute? And now they'll open it and say, well, how's that working? And they'll be so impressed with how you use those craft magnets. They're so fun and easy. All right, well, there's our box. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our little embellishment for the front. Here is the circle I'm gonna use. This is the wild wheat. This is one of the new in colors, okay? And I'm gonna be using some of the wild wheat ink. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a sentiment. This is one of the sentiments from the set, and it says, "Your friendship means everything." Very true. I'm going to say that out to everybody who's watching that has hung in and waited for me to come to resurface. And here I am, and you're all such great friends, such great crafty friends, and I really do appreciate your friendship. So there's that. I stamped that towards the top of my circle. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to take my dimensionals, and we're going to adhere it right to the flap. Now, the way I do it is it's going to hang over a little bit. See, if you notice this, you can kind of grab that circle to open your box. So what I do is, I really only need 2. I have 3 in my hand here. I'm going to take these 2 dimensionals and just put them right at the bottom of the flap there. See how I did that? And I'm going to just take the backings off. And I'm going to put that right there. It's about half on the top, half on the bottom. And there you have your little sentiment. Now, we're not done yet. I cut out, using one of the die cuts, this little die cut, which includes 3 flowers and a set of leaves there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on this one little flower here, and I'm going to cut the others off, and I'm going to take my little poker tool, and if you feel like it, you can do this. You can poke out all those little holes. If you don't feel like it, you don't have to. So I'm just taking my pokey tool and kind of poking out all those little dots that are in that die cut. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. Just add a tiny little bit of glue up on the leaves. I'm sorry, the petals. And then I'm just going to glue it to the bottom portion. Oops, to the bottom portion of there. And last but not least, you know me, I love myself a little bit of linen thread, and I've already tied myself a cute little bow with the linen thread. And I'm going to grab my glue dots. And I'm going to stick my bow right on the glue dot, right where the knot is on the bow. Ugh, having problems coming up with the words. All right, then I take my pick tool, I take that glue dot right off, and then I can put it right down here on my box. So that's how quick and easy that comes together. Is that not the most adorable thing you've ever seen? I love these. They're so quick and fun to make. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Anne. I'm so excited to be back. I'm just very excited to be back. So that is my first project using the daisy, fresh as a daisy suite. And I'm also taking a little bit of time at the end here to give you a sneak peek on my next card kit, right? I know you've been thinking about that. And the way I've decided to do that is I'm going to be using the Fresh as a Daisy suite for my handmade card kit. Hi, Rhonda. Yes, they're very cute and easy. You can make them for all your friends. And then you can stick a little gift card, like a Starbucks card or something behind, like April said. That's a great idea. This is for my August card kit. We're going to be using the Fresh as a Daisy suite. Okay, now I'm going to do an official launch tomorrow evening. I'm going to show all the parts, but I want to go ahead and, hi Diana, hi Rise. And I want to make sure that you get a sneak peek tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to go through everything much, much more. But it's just like my other ones. If you've ever gotten my card kits before, the card kit is going to make 15 cards. And let me show you the cards here very quickly. I'm going to be using the Fresh as a Daisy. You'll be making 5 of each one of the designs. Here's design number 1. Here's design number 2. You can see that right there. Thanks, Bonnie. Great seeing you too. And then here's design number 3. Aren't those so, so pretty? I love these 3 cards. Just so, so pretty. So you will get enough in your kit to make 15 cards, 5 of each of these designs. Now I've been working hard because now everyone is kind of becoming a to-go kit, aren't you? All right. I have been working on packaging and everything to make sure we can make the boxes small enough that we can get, big enough so we can get everything in, but that we don't have a load for our shipping, because I know everybody is going to need a to-go kit this time. And I found this great box. Isn't this the best box? And everything fits in here for the kit. I'm going to open it up. Remember, this is just a sneak peek. Okay, I love my little bee tissue. And if you look inside here, you will get one of these cute little boxes that we made this evening. And you will get everything in the box to make all the cards that I showed you before. 15, 5 of each. Okay, you're going to get a full pack of the dots. You're going to get a full pack of linen thread. That's not a full pack, I know. And you're going to get a half a pack of the designer series paper. So if you look in the, let me get through here. Oh, here it is. Here's the designer series paper. I cut it into 6x6 sheets, whatever is left from the half sheet, the half pack that I give you. And then there's 15 envelopes as well. Now I will do a full-on launch on this one tomorrow. So what I found, I've done some trips to the post office, and I found that I can ship this to Pennsylvania for $8. Okay, so let me put up my flyer here again. Okay, so it will cost $25 like it has always, and you will get everything you need in the box. You'll get half a pack of the Fresh as a Daisy DSP, a pack of the gems, a roll of the linen thread, and a sheet of dimensionals, and all the pre-cut cardstock and die cuts that you need to make 15 of the cards and envelopes. Now remember, yes, I am Bonnie. I'm still a demonstrator. Remember, you can use your own sentiments, or you can buy the bundle that I showed you before if you want to have the exact sentiments that that I'm using here. You also can use buy the bundle if you want to make some other of the projects that I'm going to show you for the next few weeks. Time tomorrow will be 7 o'clock again, April. Thank you. I will put up a an event, so you'll be able to see what time. But I'm going to go through the box piece by piece and let you know exactly what's in it. And if you have any questions at that point, you can ask. I'm going to ask that the orders for the kits have to be in by the 20th of this month. Okay, if you would like one already, you can put on the comment line, invoice me, and I will go ahead and invoice you on PayPal. All right, so if you want to put invoice me on the comment line, I will put you on the list. Okay, just remembering that kits have to be ordered by the 20th because I have to. I'm glad I'm back too, Rhonda. I miss you guys because I need everything ordered by the 20th so I can order the materials to put the boxes together and then get the boxes to you by August. Very important that I can get everything to you. Remember, it's going to be a $25 box, and we'll have to be adding the $8 for shipping and handling. I did have to eliminate the little pins that I used to make in each of the kits just because of price and trying to make sure that I keep things at a reasonable price. I don't want to have you guys paying too much. So join me tomorrow evening at 7 for my official launch of my box, and I will show you everything in the box from top to bottom, and if you have any questions at that point. So I'm awful glad to be back, and I'm so glad you guys hung in with me and waited for me. But I will be putting some more video and pictures on my Wexford Handmade page, just so you can get a little sense of what our new house looks like. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. I've had such a lovely time getting back with my friends, and it's really, really been a wonderful, wonderful time, and I'm so excited to be doing these again every week. So if you have any questions or would need a catalog, that was another thing I wanted to make sure. If you need a catalog, let me know. And if you like to get the kit, just invoice me. But I will see you again tomorrow at 7. All right? Thanks again, everyone, and keep on stamping. Hello and goodbye from South Carolina. Take care.